There's been a lot of educational philosophers in the West, in the East, and indigenous knowledge that really say that all learning begins in wonder and it begins in inquiry. And so we're in a renaissance of social studies education nationally, where people are really looking to creating social studies education that revolves around inquiry, where it's about students asking questions, learning disciplinary concepts and tools, evaluating sources for themselves and drawing their own conclusions based on evidence, and then using what they learn in their inquiry to take informed action. So the fact that you showed up means that you really care about this and that you're the right people to be here.
Nothing excites me more than a group of students in our classroom, except for a group of teachers, because I feel like the ripple effect when you have a room full of teachers, is that much greater.
Help students.
Jenny reached out to me with an idea of working with teachers to create place-based resources. And so what we wanted to do is get this hui of educators that could be working on developing curriculum that is situated in this particular place. And I think that all inquiries in Hawaii can be written with place-based resources that connect with this place that we're so fortunate to live in. And so the larger project is really about creating educational resources for classrooms and teachers that are meaningful and grounded in this specific place.
All of the stones that we'll see were here. This workshop that has been funded by the NEH is called Connecting Educators to Native Hawaiian Resources. It's the first part of three-part series of workshops for DOE teachers.
When I walk into a Hawaii public school, I want to know that I'm in a school in Hawaii and not somewhere else.
The course filled up really quickly. There was a waiting list. There's a need for this kind of education of teachers, giving them the tools that they need so they can go out into their own neighborhoods and teach their students how to be more connected to the place that they're from.
We started the mornings sitting in a circle, sharing about who we are, where we teach, the place that we come from and why we're here. And I was just so impressed with what's motivating all the teachers who signed up for the workshop to be here.
A huge reason why I'm here is because, we're using Engage New York, which I love. It's a great program, but it's very social studies based on New York's area, right? And so if I could incorporate, Hawaiian history and Hawaiian culture, rather than have it be like an extra thing that we do, I think it'd be much more relatable to the kids and they would enjoy it a lot more.
I'm here because I want to incorporate a place-based learning for my students and build a community, sense of community with them and for them.
I want the students to know who they're from more than just the stories we tell them. I want them to be able to understand the land is a big part of our story, and that these stories that we have as our legends or our culture came because of a purpose. And it's not just like a folk tale that we hear, but there's so much connected to it beyond one point.
I'm here for a lot of reasons. First, I consider myself a lifelong learner. I love to learn. And I'm also here to get resources, because we all know, and I know that it's been mentioned already, that it's hard for us to get resources for our classrooms. And also getting our students access to Hawaiian language material would be great.
I think it was really important for us yesterday to sit in with the teachers when everybody introduced themselves, said where they're from and what they're here hoping to get out of this. And really all of them were looking to access resources, be educated as to where resources exist. But I think one step further is understand historical context.
And it's not just about language, it's about knowledge. How do we make this accessible?
This project that we're doing, we are almost at the end of having 8 translated texts. So that's about to come out to inform history teachers about history of Hawaii.
We thought, well, this would be a great opportunity to also partner with Awaya Ulu, the Hawaiian language researchers who are translating Hawaiian language newspaper articles, and that we could bring forth amazing primary resources that have never been available before. And in doing so, help the teachers learn to kind of teach to the new standards, as well as using the new C3 framework.
The C3 framework is not a standards document, it's just that, a framework which provides teachers with the liberty to be teaching in a way that's more about teaching kids how to think and not about creating good test takers that know how to spit out a bunch of knowledge on a multiple choice test. this is really challenging because on a large scale, how do you assess what kids know? It's really easy to assess with these standardized tests. And so I think that's a lot of the goals of this workshop, is to give the teachers the source work that they need to be able to have kids engage in the types of questions that they're asking.
So they're looking forward. It's like, where are we going? Where are we headed? This outcomes framework helps create shared language. It helps create shared intention, so that while it may look different in each place, there's some shared direction we're heading in, and so it's really an empowerment model.
Part of what I'm hoping for, and also realizing that I'm getting out of this professional development, is an opportunity to reflect on, like, what is it that I'm passionate about, what is it that the young people who I work with are passionate about, and how do I engage them in, like, really critical conversations that are having implications on not only their place but like their mindset.
What's great about this workshop is they're showing us how we can implement those types of curriculum into what we've been already doing in the classroom.
I've been blown away by what they've put together and how many resources they've brought, and how much new and how much information and the revitalization that's going on that we're not even really aware of in the classroom. A workshop like this would benefit every single teacher who works in Hawaii. This is not social studies, this is not English, this is not math or science, this is everything.
We're now on this really exciting journey to see how do we create an education system that is designed by us, for us, with us, that really looks at success as not just college and career, but community. It's really about helping our keiki find pride in who they are, their stories, and then go out and share their gifts into a broader context.
I think so much synergy can come out of a workshop like this, and it's something that I think we hope to continue to do.